Shaunaka uvacha mahim pratishthamadyasya saute swayam bhuva manuhu kani anvatishthadvarani margaya varajanmana. Translation purpose by Sri Prabhupada. Sri Shaunaka inquired, O Suta Goswami, after the earth was again situated in its orbit, what did Swayambhuva Manu do to show the path of liberation to persons who were to take birth later on? The appearance of the Lord as the first-born incarnation occurred during the time of Swayambhuva Manu, whereas the present age is in the period of Vaivasvata Manu. Each Manu's period lasts 72 times the cycle of 4 yugas, and one cycle of age equals 4.3 million solar years. Thus, 4.3 million into 72 solar years, the reign of one Manu. In each Manu's period, there are many changes in many ways. And there are 14 Manus within one day of Brahma. So it is understood here that Manu creates scriptural regulations for the salvation of conditioned souls who come to the material world for material enjoyment. The Lord is so kind that any soul who wants to enjoy in this material world is given full facility for enjoyment, and at the same time he is shown the path of salvation. Shaunaka Rishi therefore inquired from Suta Goswami, what did Swayambhuva Manu do after reinstatement of the earth in its orbital situation? So this is a new chapter titled Conversation between Maitreya and Vidura. Just in the last chapter, discussion was held, or narration of the killing of demon Hiranyaksha was just completed, and where the boar incarnation saved the earth from deluge. And next question is being asked here, that after the earth was saved, what did Swayambhuva Manu do to direct the population, or what did he do to provide the humanity, provide the world with a direction for liberation? So very clearly, it also indicates that this material world is not the normal world for the living entities. The normal world for the living entities is the world that is being talked about after liberation. There is a bondage. Material world means it is a bondage. It is not we are like the fish out of the water. This is not the place for the living entities who are part and parcel of Krishna. Then why did the Lord create? Prabhupada in his purport is touching upon the purpose of the creation. Prabhupada says here that the Lord is so kind that any soul who wants to enjoy in this material world is given full facility for enjoyment. At the same time, he is shown the path of salvation. So, this material world filled with so many living entities, And each of us, in a sense, are as absolute as a Lord. Because the Supreme Lord and His energies both are absolute. And His energies are three types: external energy, internal energy, and marginal energy. The three energies, which include the living entities, they are eternal energies of the Lord. The Lord is eternal, His energies are also eternal. Vyakti and Shakti. This is Param Satya. We should always understand that we cannot become Krishna conscious if we don't assign Shakti to Krishna. Not that, we say personal God. Impersonal. Mayavadis say there is no person, there is no God as a person. We say there is a personal God. We just don't stop there, that we say is a personal God. The moment we say person means with the Shaktis. So Krishna consciousness means we have to relate with Krishna and his Shaktis. For instance, this external energy is also Krishna's Shakti. We have to deal with this external energy. We have to relate with the external energy. The spiritual world also. There is an internal energy of the Lord. And that internal energy is existential energy, knowledge energy, blissful energy, Sandhini potencies, Samvit potency, and Ladini potency. These are all Shaktis of the Lord. So remembering Krishna means remembering Krishna in its completeness. Param Satya is not Krishna alone. There is no concept of a person who is alone, who is without personal opulences, personal energies. There is no concept of a person. There is no meaning to the concept of a person without rasa, without enjoyment, without relationship. So the supreme absolute truth is Krishna, and we are his part and parcels. Being part and parcel means not that sometime you are not there. You are always there. We are always there. Material energy is always there. Spiritual energy is always there. Krishna is always there. His unlimited expansions are always there. Are always there. Material world is always there. But it is an eternal cycle. Material energy is also spiritual. Not that it is not non-existent. Energy is existent. Shapes, form, name, they are all non-existent. Just like the TV screen is existent. The light patches on the TV screen are existent. But what you read out of those light patches, the story of the cinema, that is non-existent. It is only existing in your head. So in the material world also, material energy is real. Panchabhutas are creating different kinds of... It's like how the movie runs based on the film that is there behind it, and so many things. So much circuitry and all those things are there. In the same way, we have this huge circuitry, most complicated, where we see things, we interpret things, and the most fundamental seed of the story that we all live in this material world. The seed of the story is, I am this body. Other people are their bodies. If you can bust this seed, then you will see the world in a different way. You won't see the world the way you see now. Pure devotees, they see the world from the transcendental platform, busting this scam that I am the body, other people are their bodies. And everybody is working for the interest of the body. Now, why this situation is created? Because this is not my body, but I am thinking this is my body. Prabhupada explains that because we wanted to enjoy independent of Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is very kind. He has given us absolute freedom. Here it is, you make an attempt to enjoy independently. The material world, what are we all after? Everybody, you analyze this material world. Every living entity is after power. Power for the sake of power. Power for the sake of freedom. They want freedom rasa, power rasa. Creation rasa. All these are sat rasas. So the living entity not only chases sat rasa in this world, it also chases chit rasa and ananda rasa. What is chit rasa? We can understand all these things by analyzing our own self. Deep inside, what we want. What do we chase? Every man, every woman, every animal is chasing after these things. Chit rasa is rasa of knowledge, meaning, discovery. Meaning. We all create meaning in life. What is the total system and what is my part in that system? When we lose meaning, then you say it's gone mad. Isn't it? He has meaning, so I am part of this society, I am part of this, this is my way of relating with the world. So that, suppose that meaning is gone, then it is painful. So we all seek meaning. In other words, we seek knowledge. And in the process, just like power has no limit, more rasa, more power rasa, more power rasa, more power rasa. The same way, chit rasa also, no end. Because we are limited. We want to discover more, more, more. Just like you see, the chit rasa is driving science. Science is driven by chit rasa of scientists, few top scientists. Day and night they are working for the chit rasa, how to discover. That eureka, discovery. Now school we have learned how Archimedes, he went into the bathtub, came out, eureka, yeah, I found it. The whole idea of density and floating, It's already there. Or Albert Einstein, he was thinking of a thought experiment. You were imagining, अगर मैं एक लाइट पार्टिकल हूं, मैं जा रहा हूं लाइट के साथ, लाइट पार्टिकल, तो क्या होगा? He discovered wonderful things. एक thought experiment. इतना लोग सोचा नहीं उतना. Suddenly, then he wrote the equation. Then Eureka! Oh my God! Time is relative. Light speed is fixed. All that he discovered. Before discovering, not that it was not there, not that they create laws of chi. They discover laws. Chitrasa. So the whole world is running. Satrasa. Satrasa is your politicians, power. You know, who will control political parties, business people. They say the world is controlled by top few business people in the world. They control the whole world. Prabhupada also said that. Only few top rich people are controlling the world. They decide क्या होना क्या नहीं होना. लोग डिसाइड करेगा, हम इधर वैक्सीन के लिए भागेगा. Whole world is controlled by these people. Power rasa. Anand, Chitrasa. Then Anand rasa. What is Anand rasa? What it covers? What does everybody want? He wants to love and be loved. It is not that Asuras don't want love. Asuras are all, they don't know what is love. They don't want love. No. Hiranyakashipu was upset with Prahlad. You are not giving me my love. You are my son. You are not loving me. You are loving Vishnu. So Asur log bhi chahte hain prem. They want to give love. They want to receive love. Loving exchange they want. Ananda rasa. So love is not divine. Divine love is divine. Love is not divine. Love, and what is there in loving exchange? What happens? There is exchange of pleasure also. So pleasure has a role to play, small role to play. But actual enjoyment कितना है? Spectrum है ना? Power है, freedom है, power rasa, freedom rasa, discovery rasa, knowing rasa, love rasa, giving love, taking love rasa. End में pleasure, sense pleasure. सबको रसा बोल सकता है, सबको प्लेजर बोल सकता है. एंड में रसा. What rasa is? Sense pleasure. That's why Prabhupada makes one observation. Prabhupada says, sense gratification, very insignificant in the spiritual world. लेकिन हमारा कॉन्शियसनेस जितना एनिमल कॉन्शियस के नियर होता है, सेंस प्लेजर बहुत बड़ा दिखता है. सेंस प्लेजर बहुत बड़ा है क्योंकि भूखा है ना. कुछ भी मिलेगा तो ले लेंगे. मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में एवरीबडी इज स्टार्व्ड ऑफ प्योर लव, प्योर प्लेजर, प्योर फ्रीडम. सब सफरिंग है. तो एक ही रिलीफ है, और रिलीफ यह है सेंस एंजॉयमेंट. तो इसलिए सोचते हैं कि लाइफ मीन्स एंजॉय सेंसेस. बट दैट इज नॉट द स्कोप ऑफ ह्यूमन कॉन्शियसनेस. ह्यूमन कॉन्शियसनेस हैज गॉट हायर प्लेजर्स. So anyway, so in the material world, we are all after this independent Sat, Chitta and Ananda. But our Swarupa cannot change. Our Swarupa is, I want Satchit Ananda. Dharma of the soul is Satchit Ananda. Quality of fire is light and heat. So seeking enjoyment or enjoyment is part of the living entity. Ananda Swarupa. Atma is Ananda Swarupa. Now that should not be mistaken. Okay, we say Atma is Ananda Swarupa. But here you don't see anybody is Ananda in the material world. Because Ananda Swarupa is in our Swarupa. That means in our constitutional position, I am full of Ananda. That Ananda, you take Satya, Chitta, and Ananda. That is Ananda of love of Krishna. Ananda is sense pleasure in association with Krishna, beautiful form of Krishna, beautiful spiritual world, full of pleasure for the eyes. Most mind-boggling Krishna Prasadam. इधर का प्रसाद लेने पे दिमाग घूमता है. अब स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में देखो चिन्मय प्रसादम क्या होगा. अच्छा, इधर का प्रसाद भी चिन्मय प्रसादम है, लेकिन हमको उतना कैपेसिटी नहीं है वो चिन्मय एक्सपीरियंस करने के लिए. चिन्मय ही प्रसादम है. So, our constitution Ananda, Krishna Prema. चित्ररसा, हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन चित्ररसा क्या है? कृष्णा इज अनलिमिटेड. उसके बारे में जानते 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 आनंद आते 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 रहता. His gunas are uncountable, inexhaustible. It is said that Lord Ananta, his first expansion, with unlimited mouths, so many hoods he has got, with unlimited tongues, he going on describing Krishna's glories, Krishna's mahima, Krishna's love. अनंत है तो आनंद. सो चित्रसा भी एवर एक्सपेंडिंग है स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में. चित्रसा जैसे मेटीरियल वर्ल्ड में भी साइंटिस्ट को दे डोंट वांट टू स्टॉप, डिस्कवर, फाइंड आउट मोर 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 मोर. यूनिवर्सिटी रिसर्चिंग मोर, फाइंडिंग आउट मोर. बट यू सी इन द मेटीरियल वर्ल्ड चित्रसा इज फॉर कंट्रोलिंग. Their Chitrasa enhances love of Krishna. इधर चित्रसा किसके लिए है? और थोड़ा डिस्कवर करेंगे, और थोड़ा टेक्नोलॉजी बढ़ाएंगे, increase the sense gratification. Misdirected. Satrasa in the spiritual world. There is no, in the material world, there is always experience of powerlessness. In the spiritual world, there is no experience of powerlessness. Anything that you wish for the service of the Lord, there you don't wish anything other than for the service of the Lord. Immediately the internal energy provides. There is no experience of bondage. in the spiritual world. There is the experience of freedom. Freedom, perfect freedom. People seek freedom. Perfect freedom is Satrasa in the spiritual world. Liberated situation. So we have imagine what we have lost and what we have come, what we have entitled for. We are entitled for this kind of rasas, the spiritual world. That is constitutional, entitled. अच्छी तरह हम समझना है, entitled. मेरा स्वरूप वो है. This is abnormal. I should give up my attachment to perverted Satya Chitta and Rasa seeking in this material world. So these two things are characterized by two kinds of rasas. One is self-centered rasa. Aham, self-centered. Self-centered power, self-centered knowledge, self-centered ananda, self-centered love, self-centered. And the other one is what? Krishna is the center. I am Amsha. That is more natural. Just like the finger, it enjoys as part of the body. It partakes all the benefits of the body. Let's say some cut happens. Immediately pura heart, pura entire system ready कर देता है ये finger को वापस, blood clot कर देता है. Isn't it? So I am a finger, but I am partaking of the facilities of the whole. So our constitutional enjoyment is partaking in Krishna's enjoyment. It is not that we are deprived, only Krishna will enjoy, you will not enjoy. This is not Krishna conscious philosophy. People who don't understand this philosophy, they become envious of Krishna. Sometimes, unnecessarily, even in the material world, unnecessarily, unfair manner, you become envious of a person. It's totally unfair to say Krishna, if somebody is envious of Krishna. Krishna said pleasure is all inclusive. वो अपने selfish pleasure का जरूरत नहीं है उसका. He is all pleasure. Every activity is meant for giving pleasure to his part and parcel. Krishna's ever expanding pleasure is always seeking pleasure for his devotees in the spiritual world. Now, how can you say he's self-centered, selfish person? No. He's a most, because living entities fall down in forgetfulness that I am part of the whole. The whole never falls down. Krishna never falls down. Krishna never forgets the living entities. And therefore Krishna creates this material world. Out of respect for the living entities, you want to experience independent Satchidananda. From this we can understand why not only in the material world opportunity is given for enjoyment, but also the Lord is very kind. If you want to change your mind, you don't want to be independent, want to partake of, because you are mine. Krishna is saying you are mine. तुम मेरा हो. You want to partake of, come back to Godhead. So continuously in the material creation, because creation is Krishna's material creation, opportunity there. Same way he has created opportunity for being liberated from this world. Therefore scriptures are provided. And systematic, according to what level of disease. We are all diseased in this material world. तो सब रोगी है. Every bogi is a rogi. We have understood what is the root cause of roga. Self-centered enjoyment. Correct? But सबको ये समझ में नहीं आएगा. कृष्णा को ही नहीं मानता है तो उसको कैसा मालूम होगा क्या रोग है. हमको समझ में आता है, हम इसको फाउंडेशन में अटैक करेंगे. ये रोग को निकालना, ये रोग को निकालना है. इतना ये है, एक ही है. Yes, only one. Self-centered, Krishna-centered. But other people who do not know Krishna consciousness, को gradually देने के लिए मेडिसिन. एक मेडिकल शॉप में जाएगा तो कितना टैबलेट्स है देखो, राइट? कितना मेडिसिन है. सो उसी तरह वेदा में ऐसा पूरा टैबलेट्स है. अभी स्टमक एक चाहिए, अभी स्टमक एक है तुम्हारा, ले लो ये टैबलेट, रिलीफ हो जाएगा. अभी तुमको इंदिरा बनना है, ले लो टैबलेट, ये करो, ये यज्ञ करो, वो करो, वो करो. सो ऐसा हजारों three modes of material nature. कैसे, how we different सत्रसा, चित्रसा, आनंद रसा, परवर्तक आनंद रसा मिल सकता है, वो भी भगवान दिया है. साथ साथ में he is also sending. Of course, there are permanent persons like Narada Rishi. And not only that, there are rishis, Sapta rishis are there. They are also giving us direction. How you can get out of this material world. Gradual process. साथ साथ में क्या होता है? Krishna sends us pure devotees. तो ये जो स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड से एक रोप आता है. बहुत कुछ है, वेदा है, इधर है, यू कैन गेट टेम्पररी बेनिफिट्स ऑफ दिस. साथ साथ में ये दुनिया में एक रोप होता है. दैट इज 4 संप्रदाय के रोप होता है. इधर घूमते घूमते एक रोप को पकड़ लिया. ये रोप straight away how to get out of this material disease of enjoyment by giving us an experience of my original enjoyment, takes us back to Godhead. So this rope of mercy, Krishna, can be Krishna, can be his devotees. Krishna himself comes as avatar. That is also mercy. Because Krishna came 5,000 years back, we are able to hear about, oh my God, what a wonderful personality is. We are able to hear now the unconditional love, the opulence, the power, what all Krishna did when he was here 5,000 years back. We are able to get attracted. Purpose of incarnation is to attract the jiva. Why you are going after this love, that love? Come to me. Perfect love is here. Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vaja ham tam sarva papebhyo mokshesnami ma suchaha manmanabho madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame veshi satyate pratignyane priyosine. सारा के बाद बोल दिया खुद भगवान खुद हम सर्वस्य प्रभु मत सर्वं प्रवर्तते निमत्वा भजन्ते मां मुदभावा समन्वितः. नात्रम परतरम अन्यत् किंतु दृष्टि धनंजय. Openly declaring, God has come down and declaring. Come to my Dhamma, my spiritual world. You worship demigods, you go to demigods. Worship me, you come back to me. Nitya Dhama. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhava, Purusham, Shashwatam, Divyam, Adideva, Majam, Vibhu. Arjuna is declaring. And Krishna is not saying you are strangers. Mame vamsha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. You are all my amshas. You don't say you have no relationship with me. You are my amshas. Self-centered enjoyment is a cause of everything. Atmanashanam. Krishna says, Atmanashanam. Jnana Vijnana Nashanam. So this, it is not my Surupa. Self-centered enjoyment is not my Surupa, but it is appearing like my Surupa. So therefore I cannot give up. In fact, self-centered enjoyment attitude, Prabhupada explains, there are 3 stages of false ego. False ego means attitude of self-centered enjoyment. That is stage 1 false ego. The living entity, the spirit ego, the soul, desires self-centered enjoyment in forgetfulness of Krishna. So that is called false ego. So the attitude of independent enjoyment is also called false ego. Next, because you have that attitude of self-centered enjoyment, you cannot do that in your spiritual body. Because spiritual body, Swarupa, is Krishna-centered love. Your spiritual body cannot work in a lust mode. It cannot work in a lust mode. You don't have to be afraid that in the spiritual world, if I go, what if I again feel lusty? No, if you have a spiritual body, it will not be lusty. You get a independent enjoyment mood. Then, as a result of that, you are given, okay, isko fulfill karna hai. Inke liye material body ki zarurat hai. Immediately we contact a material body. That is also next phase 2 false ego. Phase 1 false ego is attitude. Phase 2 false ego is identity, false identity. Phase 3 false ego is my relationship of enjoyment with other living entities. So phase 1 is attitude. Phase 2 is false ahanta, that I-ness. You forget that I am servant of Krishna and you adopt this I-ness, I am this material body. The pure spirit soul has nothing to do with the material body, but it starts If I have to experience independent enjoyment, the only way for me is to be, there are two things. Only three things are possible for Jiva. Be with Krishna, be in Brahman, or be in the material body. If you are in Brahman, you don't need a body. Just like Mayavadis. Brahman, you don't need body. You want to be pure devotee? Yes, eternal energy will provide you a spiritual body. You want to do something that the spiritual body cannot do? Please take a material body. So entire material body, then you get. So that ahanta, the I-ness, is polluted. What is pure I-ness? I am servant of Krishna. It gets polluted to think that I am this body of independent existence. And that is not enough. That story doesn't end there. Okay, I have an attitude, I want independent enjoyment. What is, I can do that only if I have a material body and a material world. So I come into this material world, identifying I am this material body. What does everybody do in life? They are continuously relating with everything outside them. That is called mamata. Mamata. A pure devotee also is continuously relating with everything outside him. His mamata is what? How yukta vairagya mamata. He is seeing everything is Krishna's and everything has to serve Krishna. That way Krishna, full of my relationship, Prabhupada, his relation, my disciples, my organization, founder Acharya, all these things, my relationship is there. This is not Maya. Prabhupada said, write on all my letterheads, everywhere you should write my founder Acharya. So it is a relationship. It is transcendental because it is in service of the Lord. It's a relationship. So mamata. So when ahanta and mamata is polluted, then we experience this material story. ये सब कहानी है. मैं ये शरीर है, वो शरीर है, ये सब कहानी है. इसलिए एक सेकंड में कहानी खत्म होता है. जैसे टेलीविजन कहानी पूरा स्टोरी अच्छी तरह देख रहा है, मूवी देख रहा है, सडनली पावर ऑफ हो गया, स्टोरी एंड. क्या दुनिया में था, एक पूरा दुनिया में, पूरा मीनिंगफुल वर्ल्ड में था, एक सेकंड में हो. हमारा जीवन भी ऐसा ही है, एक सेकंड में स्विच ऑफ. You die, you leave this body, your entire story is gone. For few days, your story will be in some people's mind. My husband, my wife, this, that, all this. उनको भी आगे बढ़ना है जीवन में, वो भी भूल जाता है. So from birth to death, every living entity is given an opportunity to experience perverted rasa. बस उतना ही है लाइफ का वैल्यू. Materially speaking, even when you are alive, when you analyze, ठीक है, now I am alive in this body. I can think I am Madhu Pandit, I am this and that. No rasa. But permanent value तो नहीं है. But if Krishna is involved, you become a devotee of the Lord. Even in this body also, whatever you do, whatever you serve, because it is not in the material field. Krishna is capturing it. Krishna, devotion service is received by Krishna. इसलिए ये सब कथा अभी भी नित्य है। कितना लोग आया गया, कितना युग आया गया, लेकिन हिरण्यकशिपु का स्टोरी जो सुनो, या प्रहलाद का स्टोरी सुनो, हिरण्याक्ष का स्टोरी सुनो, मैत्रेय का स्टोरी सुनो, ये सब सुनो, ये अभी भी कौन सा युग में हुआ, फिर भी ये इटर्नल है। क्यों? ये किसका स्क्रीन में पड़ा? The Lord is within and without everywhere, and within and without everything. So उसका स्क्रीन में ये पड़ता है। अरे यार, बाकी सब कुछ भी पड़ता है, लेकिन उसमें क्या बोलने में क्या फायदा है? Say your own आत्मा, कृष्णा knows your journey. लास्ट लाइफ में ये था, उसका लाइफ में प्रीवियस में वो था, वो नाटक किया, ये नाटक किया, ये नाटक किया, ये सब कुछ मालूम है, लेकिन वो लिखने का क्या फायदा है? आ जाओ, नाटक करते आता है, जाता है, आता है, जाता है। वो नाटक वर्ल्ड में कृष्णा की नाटक भी चलता है। उसका नाटक इटर्नल है। His world is so Krishna. So moment we become Krishna conscious, you'll see that the whole world has a different meaning. Everything we see from the eyes of Krishna. Therefore, a pure devotee, he starts saying, don't waste your life. After all, you want rasa. As far as meaning is concerned, तो meaning तो नहीं है। कोई किसी के बाप नहीं है, माँ नहीं है, सन नहीं है, बेटा नहीं है, वाइफ नहीं है, कुछ भी सेंस ऑब्जेक्ट, सेंस ऑब्जेक्ट, कुछ भी ये सब झूठा है। मीनिंग वाइज ये सब झूठा है, लेकिन मोमेंटरी रसा वाइज ये आत्मा के लिए। तो तुम रसा के लिए जी रहे हैं, बट फाइनली यू सी द रसा इज ऑल फॉल्स रसा। दुनिया में प्रेम जैसे दिखता है, लेकिन वो प्रेम नहीं है। इट लुक्स लाइक प्लेजर, लुक्स लाइक प्लेजर। You see beautiful things in this world, it looks like pleasure. But in the spiritual world, unless something is eternal, it is not pleasure. It is duplicate of that pleasure. In the material world, everything is illusory. It is created out of the reflection of the spiritual world. There is no real man, woman in this world. This life you are man, next life you will be woman. If you are too attached to woman, you will become. Next life you will become a woman. The woman is very loyal to the husband, attached to the husband, she will become a man. That is why the Shastra says they should become attached. Shastra says woman should be attached to the wife. Shastra says husband should gradually detach. Because the principle of Shastra is how each one can elevate, can go to the next step. So as far as devotees are concerned, they attack one point. क्या है? मेरा primary false ego क्या है? My belief that I can get Satya Chitta and Ananda without Krishna is a lie. Not only a lie, it is self-deception. अपने को धोखा दे रहा है। When I seek power in this material world, when I expect freedom in this material world, when I expect meaning, eternal meaning in this material world, everything breaks. Just like you see, so very clearly we see parents, they think the children are theirs. They bring up the children. And when they are in the family, the parents are believing so much, my child, my child, my child. So much attached. The children are also so attached. I remember my home once conversation, even now I remember. Maybe I was in 8th standard or 9th standard. So we were, 4 children. So then each of them were so my mother was telling, nobody will take care of us in old age. Then I told my mother, no, I will take care. Then my brother also, no, I will take care. The sisters also, what I say, I will take care. Now mother has grown old, she has seen so many children not taking care. इसका realization है, लेकिन बच्चा का क्या realization है? नहीं कहिया क्या बोलता है? अरे I love you so much, your mother who will not take care of you. Very soon the children will get married. उनका सेंटर शिफ्ट हो गया, उसका घर में आ गया, बाद में उनको बच्चा हो गया. So it is a shock to the parents. Some people are little intelligent. My father was intelligent. I don't trust any of them. I will never take 1 rupee from you. What realization he had. Sometimes he used to visit Bangalore temple, used to visit. Then, I used to send, from there he has to go to railway station. So I used to send him in the car. After reaching there, he'll take out 5 rupees and give it to my driver. Put petrol. I don't want 1 paisa from Madhu. He's talking to my driver. So, just see, सब खेल है, सब नाटक है. पेरेंट्स सोचता है कि इतना प्रेम देता है. 90% ऑफ प्रेम जो देता है, उन लोग सोचते हैं कि ये बेटा मेरा ही रहेगा हर बार. बाद में बेटा और कोई बेटी का हो गया. और पूरा मदर ला ऐसा मत सोचो कि नहीं वो कुछ हमने सुना है घर का मदर ला डॉटर ला का झगड़ा, एग्जम्पशन है. नहीं एग्जम्पशन नहीं है. हर घर में होता है, हर घर में होता है. बाद में दूसरा रास्ता नहीं, इसलिए हंस के जीता है. As you grow old, you compromise in life. ये जिंदगी, that is material life. Huh? Within one lifespan, you can experience loneliness. अकेले आया, अकेला जाएगा. मरने के पहले रियलाइज हो जाएगा. क्योंकि सब चले गए, जो था सब चले गए, सब चले गए ना। चिल्ड्रन का खराब भावना नहीं है, क्या है, दुनिया है, नेक्स्ट मेरा लाइफ तो चलना है। कोई लोग अच्छा भावना रखता है लेकिन टाइम नहीं देता है, दिस अनदर थिंग, टाइम नहीं मिलता है। अच्छा भावना है, पेरेंट्स, अरे कोई बात भी नहीं करने के आता है मेरे पास, तो 24 आवर्स तुमको मैंने गाइड किया, क्या करना है क्या क्या नहीं करना है, तुम आज मेरे से पूछ रहा था, अभी मेरे पास आता ही नहीं, टाइम ही नहीं है तुमको। दे फील लोनली, दे फील दे आर नॉट डिस्कस्ड, दे आर इररिलेवेंट, दे फील अभी इररिलेवेंट हो गया, उसका लाइफ में पूरा मैं रिलेवेंट था, अभी ऐसा हो गया मैं इररिलेवेंट हो गया उसमें। निग्लेक्ट, एवरीबडी हैज टू फेस दिस। बेटर we get attached to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That is why we are saved by Srila Prabhupada. At least अज्ञान से नहीं जीना, ज्ञान से जीना है। सब आएगा जाएगा, फादर आएगा, मदर आएगा, चिल्ड्रन आएगा, बोट हेल्थ सब आएगा जाएगा, बस बाद में हम भी आएगा जाएगा। पूरा स्टोरी, स्टोरी का सीड क्या है? हाँ, आई एम द बॉडी इज अ, वो फाउंडेशन उठाना। यू डोंट स्टार्ट बिकमिंग ए स्पिरिचुअलिस्ट अनलेस दिस goes away. I am the body. And I am the body cannot go away by simply by jnana. उसके पीछे क्या है? I am the body किधर से आया? I want to enjoy independent of Krishna. So वो रूट को अटैक करो। जो ज्ञानी बनता है वो सब एलोपैथिक मेडिसिन है। भक्ति योगी बनो, आयुर्वेदिक है। So we don't touch allopathy, we want Ayurvedic. So Ayurvedic means you have to cure, not I am the body, you have to cure self-centered enjoyment. Not nobody can cure enjoyment. Enjoyment is nature of Atma. Nature of Atma. Satrasa, Chitrasa, Anandarasa. But spiritual world is full of that. ये self-centered जो pleasure है, self-centered love, self-centered power, self-centered knowledge, self-centered freedom, these are all poison for the soul. They are poison for the soul. The Vaishnava understands this. ये जहर पी के मैं इधर अटक गया। लेकिन इधर तो वो तो प्लेजर तो है, बोलेगा इधर तो ये भी प्लेजर है। My logic is, if pleasure is there, why you should take it? Anything is sweet, you will take it. स्वीट राइस में कुछ साइनेट डाला है, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? स्वीट साइनाइड। So all sense gratifications are sweet cyanide. It will destroy my spiritual journey. It will destroy my consciousness. Admit it. स्वीट है, मैं नहीं मानता हूं स्वीट नहीं है करके, स्वीट है, अनुभव के लिए स्वीट है, वस्तु में स्वीट नहीं है, अनुभव के लिए स्वीट है, ये मानना है। मायावादी जैसे मत बोलो इधर कुछ आनंद का कुछ नहीं है ये दुनिया में, नहीं। सत्य वस्तु तो नहीं है, आनंद की वस्तु तो नहीं है, लेकिन आनंद के अनुभव इधर देता है माया। माया की काम हुई है। अरे कितना इधर से उधर तक स्वर्गलोक में सब कितना आनंद की अनुभूति होता है, और वो फॉल्स है। So I am not saying okay, मैंने यहाँ I came to Krishna consciousness, I have seen everything, पूरा देख लिया है, कुछ आनंद नहीं है उधर। ऐसा जो बोलता है ना, वो शुरू में जैसे बोलता है, that is not deep realization. It's a fact that yes, ये आनंद नहीं है, आनंद की वस्तु नहीं है, लेकिन आनंद की अनुभूति है इधर, मानना है। वो धोखा है, इसलिए मैं दूर रहता हूं। धोखा है, स्वयं धोखा है। आनंद कृष्णा के पास है। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। ऐसा हमारा पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज होना है। तो एक एक छोटा छोटा सेंस को इधर कंट्रोल करो, उधर कंट्रोल करो, एकदम रूट में जाओ। एंड ये हरि हरि नाम वो रूट में क्यों कर देते हैं। एटीट्यूड ऑफ सेल्फ सेंटर्ड रसा। क्वेश्चंस?
Hare Krishna. In the lecture you told that outside world people think that they have come and they will go. So अकेला आया and अकेला जाएगा. What happens in the case of the devotees? When they are living amidst devotees. So how will a devotee live and what is the scenario that's it?
हम भी अकेले ही आएगा, अकेले ही जाएगा। ये मसाला क्यों रखा है? डिवोटी के लिए भी रखा है, क्योंकि lot of material aspects are there in our life. So we should get detached, just like you have relationship. हमने ये देख रहा था। Happiness is having the world's best friends. भागवतम क्लास के कैंप में है। Having the what is it? वर्ल्ड नहीं, वर्ड्स, वो तो अच्छा है, स्पिरिचुअल बात है। हैप्पीनेस इज हैविंग दी वर्ड्स, नॉट वर्ल्ड, वर्ड्स बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स। सब नाम पे ही है, वर्ड्स में ही है हैप्पीनेस और डिस्ट्रेस। सो you see, very interesting. Guru will teach you whole life how to fly the airplane to Vaikuntha. The moment, very nice purport Prabhupada says, गुरु से सब कुछ सीखना है। अभी जब शरीर छोड़ता है, you are alone. गुरु जो सीखा है उसका इंस्ट्रक्शन आपके साथ आएगा, उसका इंस्ट्रक्शन आपके साथ आएगा, बट यू हैव टू फ्लाई योर ओन थिंग। दैट इज योर फ्री विल हैज टू बी, यू शुड डिजायर टू गो बैक टू गॉड। धक्का मार के नहीं छोड़ेगा प्रभुपाद ऐसा, चलो वही इकट्ठा। नहीं, मेरे को नहीं जाने के, मैं जाओ। जाने के तो जाओ, इधर रहने के तो रहो। प्रभुपाद हमारे से अभी भी यही बोल रहा है, जबरदस्ती नहीं है। इसलिए डिवोटी डिवोशन सेक्शन में आता है, कभी कभी छोड़ दो। So here we also come and go alone. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि हम भी ड्रामा के अंदर है ना, समझिए, हम भी ड्रामा के अंदर है, अपने अपने को देखता है, शरीर जैसे ही देखता है। तो एलिवेट कॉन्शियसनेस एलिवेट होने से शरीर के पीछे आत्मा देखते हैं। लेकिन द सोशल लाइफ में अगर इफ आई डोंट सी यू एज अ बॉडी, आई कैन नॉट एक्चुअली रिलेट विथ यू एज अ बॉडी। नॉर्मली स्पीकिंग, अनलेस यू आर वेरी स्पिरिचुअली एलिवेटेड। सो हमारा फ्रेंडशिप जो है, रिलेशनशिप जो है, गॉड ब्रदर है, ये है, सब रहता है ना। ऐसा नहीं कि इधर दीज डिटेल्स विल बी ट्रू, सब झूठ है। ड्रामा के अंदर हम डिवोटी है। सो आई हैव टू एंड दिस ड्रामा। सो वील ऑल द सो कॉल्ड, now I am talking to you, I do not see your soul, you do not see my soul. But if there is an exchange, there could be a spiritual exchange. Bhagavatam class is a spiritual exchange. Lekin next life may me and you, maybe you are benefiting so much from what I say. Next life somewhere else we go and see, you don't recognize me, I don't recognize you. Even at the spiritual, I don't recognize you, you don't recognize me. Because the way I see you and he is as per the body. So nothing is, everything will go away. Everybody will be disconnected. Bubbles come on the river, make a foam, they stay together, group of bubbles, then bubbles go away. Why only then? अपने लाइफ टाइम में दे सकता है। I can see. Okay, 40 years back, who all were there in Brahmachari ashram in Bangalore? मालूम ही नहीं किधर किधर गए। Not that they are all died. Only few are there. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, किधर किधर जाएगा आत्मा? माया में फंस जाता है। So nobody is there. We should understand these are all satya, these are all truth. This is a truth of the material world. Don't sit with false expectations. Lead your spiritual life seriously. Surrender to Prabhupada and Krishna. Nobody can eternally help you. In the journey, somebody will help you. So many Shiksha gurus will help you. But your eternal help is from Prabhupada and Krishna. This you should remember.
Hare Krishna, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, when a devotee goes through some challenges or difficulty, so at that moment he is guided by his seniors, have encouraged, motivated. So at what point, at which stage of his life, this phrase come into play that everybody has to fly his plane alone?
At the time of leaving the body only. ये जो हमने बताया ना, the time of leaving the body, because all others are sitting in their body now, how can they help you? सब ऐसा बता डिवोटी चले गया। तो तू देखता नहीं हो, तुम भी उसको कुछ हेल्प नहीं ले सकता है। So when you are leaving the body, not only when you are leaving the body, when you are leaving the subtle body, that means the time of liberation. You should have attained that stage of liberation. Detachment from everything. And detachment and everything is possible. Detachment is a plaything, banana, like eating banana. Detachment. Huh? क्या बोलते हैं? हाँ, it's like eating banana. Detachment for a devotee. क्यों? इतना अटैच हो जाएगा वो साइड में, प्रभुपाद और कृष्णा के ऊपर, नाम के ऊपर इतना अटैचमेंट हो जाएगा, कुछ मेहनत करने की जरूरत ही नहीं डिटैचमेंट के लिए। डिटैचमेंट को डरो मत, Maya से detachment डरो मत, as long as attachment to Krishna and Prabhupada, holy name. You develop attachment to the holy name. That's enough. That is what the Shastra says. No? Shastra भी यही बोलते हैं ना, हरे नाम एव केवलम कलो नास्ति एव गति. गुरु आपको सिखाता है हरे नाम एव ही केवलम बोलते हैं, मैं भी नहीं रहेगा, जाओ अभी फ्लाई. तुमको पूरा जिंदगी सिखा दिया काई टू गेट अटैच टू कृष्णा. नाउ यू गो. मेरे ऊपर श्रद्धा रखो, तुम जाओ. Prabhupada gives the example of birds, no? Birds when they fly, birds are, at that time you cannot, other birds cannot help you. Other birds cannot help you. You have to fly. So ये शरीर से हम spiritual life उठता है ना, उसके लिए पूरा ट्रेनिंग दे देता है Prabhupada. Now it's not that Prabhupada is not with us. He can be with us, but he will be with us. Guru is always with us. But he should not, not learn from him how to fly. Entire thing you should, depending on Prabhupada is, of course, Prabhupada's Guru is always with the devotee. There's no doubt about that. But Prabhupada gives this example to show that you have to. What is the cause of being in the material world? Your free will. Prabhupada's own wife would not chant Hare Krishna. पूरा दुनिया को लिबरेट किया. It is living and it is free will. Please understand that. And you may be very pure, but if just because you're very pure means everybody else who come should accept. No, they will not accept. They will challenge Prabhupada. So that is what when Prabhupada says you should fly your own plane means अपने मर्जी से ही जा सकते हैं उधर. अपने मर्जी से ही जा सकते हैं. Yes.
Family, they were lost their. The family lost their faith. The preacher is going and preaching, telling, start chanting, telling philosophy. But still attachment so much they are not able to accept. So what can be done? They are telling, Prabhuji, bhul nahi pa raha hu, so much.
थोड़ा दिन के लिए होगा. Time heals everything. So immediately नहीं हो सकता है, लेकिन mind ऐसा, where is attachment? The mind, no? Out of sight, out of mind. So that's why one of the things you should tell is, please don't go and see all the albums. And don't keep people's picture in the house after they die. See, all these things will unnecessarily trigger your this thing. क्या फायदा है? आप सोचते हैं कि मैं इसको रेस्पेक्ट कर रहा हूँ उसका पिक्चर रख के. अरे उसका रेस्पेक्ट थोड़ी उसको पहुंचता है. गुरु का पिक्चर रखो. प्रभुपाद के पिक्चर के ऊपर रेस्पेक्ट दो, प्रभुपाद तक पहुंचता है. कोई ऑर्डिनरी आदमी का पिक्चर, फोर फादर का पिक्चर रखो, उसको तुम कुछ भी करो, वो रीच नहीं होता है. तो अपने सेट सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन के लिए आपने रखा है. Now why you are saying that, Prabhuji? You are insulting my father. I am not insulting your father. I am insulting you. Poor father doesn't know anything. Picture के बारे में नहीं मालूम, कुछ भी नहीं मालूम. वो शरीर छोड़ के गया है, उसको क्यों खींचता है पाछ, फिर शरीर के अंदर क्यों खींचता है उसको? आराम से जाने दो, जिधर जाने का जाने दो आत्मा को। Any other question?
Right.
Understood?
You may say everything, but they are not able to accept. We may just tell like this, we may laugh, but they are not able to accept.
So you have to accept that they are not able to accept. Why should we be so worried? सत्य तो मानना ही पड़ेगा, सत्य तो मानना ही पड़ेगा। अगर मेरे को एक चोट लग गया, वो पेन तो मानना ही पड़ेगा। अब हम थोड़ी बोल रहे हैं कि हम साधु है, कुछ भी आप प्रॉब्लम बोलो, कल आपको सॉल्व कर देंगे हम। वो बोलेगा ऐसा मेरा फ्रैक्चर हो गया प्रभु जी, वैष्णव के पास आ गया, कुछ बोल दीजिए, आप कुछ प्रचार कर सकते हैं, यू आर नॉट द बॉडी एंड ऑल दिस। लेकिन वो बोले फिर पेन तो है प्रभु जी। नाउ द प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट देम, द प्रॉब्लम इज प्रीचर। ही थिंक्स ही कैन स्टॉप द पेन। जो ऊपर जाता है नीचे आना है। If you have got attached to the child, when the child leaves, you will have to fall down. Sukh, dukkha, aayega. In nature, we have to accept this. Material world means, that is when Krishna Bhagavad Gita in the beginning he teaches, sukha dukkha samay kritva. You have to accept that. Even devotees have to accept that. You go on collection, right? डिफीट होता है कि नहीं? हाँ? होता है ना, ज्यादा डिफीट होता है, सक्सेस कभी कभी आता है। हाँ? हमारा ड्यूटी करना है, सक्सेस को एम करके हमारा ड्यूटी करना है। लेकिन मेरे को अच्छी तरह मालूम है कि दुनिया में सक्सेस फेलियर डिसाइड करने वाला और कोई है, द ऑल परवेडिंग लॉर्ड। वो ये दुनिया चला रहा है। किसके लिए सक्सेस देना, कब सक्सेस देना, ऐसा नहीं कि विम्सिकली ऐसा दे देते। स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में तो अलग है। इधर तो कृष्ण किसके लिए ज्यादा है, इधर भक्त के लिए नहीं है परमात्मा। ज्यादा परमात्मा किसके लिए है? ये दुनिया चलाने के लिए, ये एंजॉइंग जीवास के लिए, चलाने के लिए इधर। दैट इज परम ईश्वरा, हिज मेजर रोल एज परमात्मा इज टू प्रोवाइड लिविंग एंटिटीज देयर सुखा एंड दुखा एज पर देयर कर्मा। तो आई एम ए डिवोटी, आई एम ए स्पिरिचुअल, आई एम गोइंग along with that. Krishna wants to give, he gives. I'll get the collection, I'll get the result. But my duty I will do. So he does not see that things are out of control. Krishna, not a blade of grass moves without Krishna's control. Every karmi, everybody is ultimate within and without everything. Krishna is there and he is the supreme controller. Out of control kuch nahi. Any other question? Virendra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.